Hey, so I've been asked a lot recently by my clients and by other people that I know what they should do about content right now. Should I be creating content? And if so, what? Should I stop completely? Now, I wanted to share my views on this, and it makes sense. So I've seen two ends of the spectrum. I've seen people who carried on completely business as usual, same content, maybe it's just pre-scheduled content, and criticised for being insensitive and not acknowledging what's going on. And then they've seen the other side of the spectrum where people have appeared to kind of jump on the bandwagon and have COVID-19 in the blog titles and trying to kind of make the most of the situation for personal gain within their content and their business. So complete ends of the spectrum. So it makes sense that people are confused as to what do I do? Seems that you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Now, I don't think that is the case at all. And I want to share my opinions. It's just my opinions, right or wrong, but this is what I think. So firstly, I think that you should not stop creating content. It's really important that you do actually create content because people are having more time on their hands, more time at home and consuming more content. And I really think that your good quality content should still be coming out, should be helping and serving your audience. I actually think that you are doing people an injustice if you aren't creating content, especially so that you can balance out a lot of the negative content out there at the moment and really help people. So I don't think you should stop, but there are a few kind of pointers to that. Firstly, really do review what you've got planned to go out. So if you have any schedulers that just put the content out, retweets and things like that, completely review and maybe stop that and look at your content plan, what you're going to be creating for the next month or a few months, and look at whether it's appropriate, whether you need to change your message, and what you can create right now based on what people are going through and what people need help with that would be the best for you to put out at the moment. So just review it and see how you can help people. Whether you should mention the coronavirus or not, I think it's up to you whether you think it seems relevant. I think really, subtle mentions, but at the end of the day, if the way what you help people with has got nothing to do with health or pandemics or anything like that, then don't start pivoting to that kind of help. Help them with what you can help them with. But yeah, I think, subtle mentions, it doesn't make sense to just carry on as normal as if this global crisis isn't taking place. But I think also for many people, you may not have the headspace to create new content at the moment. You may have kids running around the house and you just can't create content at the moment. And if that is the case, then look at how you can repurpose content that you created in the past and bring that back to life again. Think about what people are currently going through. Look at the content that you've created and see which would be the most useful and beneficial to your audience. And then go ahead and look at how you can repurpose that. Whether it's jumping on Facebook Lives to discuss that blog post or that podcast episode, whether it's taking that blog post and making it the feature of the newest video or the newest podcast episode where you've already put that time and effort into the content, but you're changing up the format to podcast or video. Whether you're slicing and dicing that video, podcast or blog post into lots of social media content, LinkedIn articles, whatever it may be, but maybe you have the content already. You don't need to put too much headspace into fresh new content, but you are creating new content by way of repurposing that original content. So that is something that you can do right now as well. But whatever you do, I think do not stop creating content. My key point is keep going. You owe it to your audience. We need good, positive, helpful, useful content out there for people to consume. Yes, something big is happening right now and it shouldn't be ignored, but you don't need to worry about that too much. I think you need to look at how you can serve your audience. And I share more about this in episode 126 of the Content 10X podcast as well. So please do go check that out. But I hope this was helpful for you today.